Radio Rahim with Johnathan Banks victorious tonight. Triple G got a fourth-round knockout. You can't ask for much more as results go. But as performance go, how did you feel about what happened in the ring tonight?
I thought it was okay. I mean, no excuses. We got to get better on the offensive, defensive side of things. I think his offensive was pretty good, but his defensive is kind of lacking a little bit. So we're going to focus on that. But given the time, we had such a short time to come together and do something. But once again, like I say, there's no excuses. But we just got to have a longer camp, and we got to work more on certain things to make him shine a little bit brighter.
I saw at the beginning of the fight the defensive work he was looking to do. We saw more head movement. We saw him flicking the jab a bit. But when he got hit with the big right hand, it seemed like all that went out the window. Did you feel like he abandoned the game plan a bit once adversity struck?
No, I don't feel like he abandoned it, but just like you and I, if you was a, I don't know, if you cut grass for a living, okay, mm-hmm. and you bumped into someone who did martial arts all their life, you bumped into them, their first reaction would be to protect themselves, because that's a natural reaction for them. So in that analogy, saying that Triple G, when he get hit, his natural reaction is to fight. But at the same time, we trying to work on him not throwing one punch, throwing multiple punches, hitting the guy with 2 or 3 punches to the body, to the head, and everything. So that's the kind of concept we're trying to get him over to.
With a Canelo fight looming in September, that's not a lot of time. There'll be no fights between then and now. How do you go in the ring confident that if Canelo hits him, which he will, that he sticks with the game plan and stays disciplined?
We have a longer camp, and we'll be able to implement a lot more things in the training camp. Am I worried about him getting too far out of pocket if Canelo touches him? No, that's why I'm in the corner. I can yell something, and I can say something to him to get him back where I want him to get to. A lot of times you get fighters to get out of pocket a little bit, but that's why you have a short little break in the action. You got the in between the rounds. You could tell them, get them back focused, and carry on. So I don't see a problem going forward, but at the same time, it's still yet to be seen, because we still want him to be able to adjust to any style and come out on top.
Now, there's a wild card in the bunch here. No one has been able to collect all middleweight titles, and that's always been Triple G's goal. We know that Demetrius Andrade has the outlying title. Should something go wrong, should Canelo be serious about this whole Triple G needs a belt first, how would he fight, or how would he do in a fight against Demetrius Andrade? What kind of adjustments would you need to make to his style to win that fight?
Well, let's keep in mind, Triple G have never ducked any fighter. He's just calling out the one fighter who got a loss to. He's keep calling because he want to revenge that loss. Keep in mind, again, Triple G is not scared. He's not scared of nobody. He's not saying, no, I don't want to fight that guy. He'll fight anybody in the division, and I feel he's proven that over the time. So why now they look back and say, why don't he don't want to fight this kid? Yes, the bigger money fight is with Canelo. Yes, the revenge is with Canelo. Yes, it means more right now to fight Canelo, because Canelo's the only one who got a win over him. So now you're going to understand the significance of him wanting to get that out the way, because that's the big hole in his record right there. It's not that he's avoiding anybody else. He's just trying to smooth over the hole in his record. That's about it. That's all it is.
Right. I'm not suggesting he's avoiding Andrade. I mean, it makes sense for Canelo to be the next opponent, but Canelo might be the one who says no. Right? He does have that power, so I'm saying the only other belt that Triple G could go get is Andrade. So how does he match up against Andrade?
If Canelo says no, let's move forward. I don't have a problem fighting Andrade. I think Andrade's a good fighter, and they both going to bring a hell of a fight to the table. These are two strong fighters. This big boy's a kid, and he's young, fast, and strong. And people are avoiding him. That's the reason I said to put it on notice that Triple G's not avoiding him. He's just calling for Canelo because that's the hole in his record. You know, going off what a lot of the other media was saying. So that's the only reason I'm saying that. I know you wasn't saying that, but I'm going off what a lot of other people, were saying. But I think he matched up good with this guy.
Knowing that Canelo's a hole in his record, knowing that Triple G feels like he won both fights, when it gets to the mental training of a fighter, how much is he bothered by that? I mean, is this the kind of thing that keeps him up at night? Where is he at mentally with this whole Canelo rivalry saga?
I mean, you have to be bothered by it. He felt that he was robbed of something that he thought he won. So anybody who felt that they lost or something was stolen from them, you have a sense of paranoia. You're looking over your shoulder everywhere you go. You have that sense of paranoia because you felt that you did something, you put your all in something, you didn't get the results you wanted. So that's how you feel about it.
And lastly, fighters are not the only ones who look to build legacies and want to be respected for their craft. This is an opportunity for you to shine as well. Hey, maybe Klitschko was just a one-off and he was a big guy and he was too big for everybody, and maybe Johnathan Banks doesn't deserve that much credit. Now you have an opportunity to prove that you're a trainer in your own right and you can take another guy to the top. How much does it mean to you to beat Canelo Alvarez and get that win for Triple G?
Well, it means a lot to me because I know what Triple G wants. I take myself out of the picture. I'm the third person, okay? You're not talking to Johnathan Banks. You're talking to the third person. I don't matter in the corner. If I wanted to matter, I wouldn't be in the corner training. I'd be in the middle of the ring fighting. I don't care about that type of stuff. So I want Triple G to do the best. That's why I talked to this new conditioning coach. I talked to the chef because I want us to be collectively to get Triple G where he needs to be. For me, I don't care about me. I don't matter. I just want to get him the win, allow him to be successful because that's what he wants to do.
Radio Rahim with Johnathan Banks, the quintessential trainer, one of the best answers I've heard in a long time.
Thank you.
I hope where he needs to be is in that ring September against Canelo. I think we'd all love to see that fight and love to see what you would do with it. Radio Rahim with Johnathan Banks.